There's our pilot. Back from your pre-launch camp out into the stars, I see. So it's launch day, hey? Seems like only yesterday you joined the space program, and suddenly here you are, leaving on your first solo voyage. What do you say? Ready to get this beauty off the ground? It's all fueled up and ready to go. That was only a problem one time, and then maybe a few times after that, but hey, no reason to dwell on the past, right? Anyway, you'll need to get the launch codes from Hornfels at the observatory before you can lift off. Just bring those here once you said your goodbyes or whatever.
Hey, it's you! Slate said you're blasting off in your ship today. I'm really excited to see the launch. Aren't you gonna go into space? Aren't you? You better not have changed your mind. You better be. It's been forever since anyone launched into space. I really, really want to see it. Really bad. Hey, you want to try out my model ship? Slate said it's just like the real thing, only less likely to start a fire. That was just like the time the external fuel tanks exploded on re-entry. You'll be okay flying the big one, right? Wow, that was you'll be.
Heyo, hatchling! I hear you're leaving us to seek adventure amongst the stars. When you return, let's you, me, and Gaussen open up a bottle of the good stuff. Another metaphor ruined in the name of scientific accuracy. And nevertheless, I do hope you enjoy your travels. Good luck.
You're actually blasting off in that thing, huh? All I know is, between the space program and Micah's model rockets, things seem to burn to the ground around here more than they used to.
So, it's launch day, huh? Hal's gonna miss you. Speaking of launch day, I was thinking about it, and the platform those ships' launch room is getting old. Is it about time you built a new, less flammable one? That big tree in the village would be the perfect choice. I wouldn't mind helping out the space program. Just say the word. What? No, I just think it's in the way and somehow to chop it down, you know? Specifically, me. Ha ha, you think this has to do with the time I fell out and broke my arm? That was when we were hatchlings. Who would hold a grudge for that long?
Hello, astronaut. We wanted to play hide and seek, but Moraine won't let us borrow their signal scope because it's really delicate and not supposed to be thrown around like that. Hey, can we use your signal scope? Aw, really?
Fishing rhyme, sing it helps me pass the time. You're leaving the crater. Guess we'll all be a little busier without you around to lend a hand. That big water planet Giant Deep, that's where I'd go. One time, after the rest of the village had left to sleep, and it was just the two of us sitting around the campfire, Gabbro told me about their first trip to Giant's Deep. They landed their ship easily enough in the waves, but couldn't see too far down, on account of how murky the water was, I guess. Too dark. Gabbro wants to see what lay beneath the surface, so they decided to travel deeper. But suddenly, Gabbro couldn't go any further. You always were my least favorite astronaut.
astronaut! You know the patch of ghost matter inside this fence? Gosson said it used to be bigger when they were a hatchling, because ghost matter evaporates. It just takes a super long time to go away. I hope there's still ghost matter in the village when I'm a grown-up. Ghost matter is awesome! Whoa, really? That is so cool!
Oh, hello, astronaut. This is good weather for your launch, right? That's lucky. I'm using my signal scope to pick up sounds from distant planets. It's set to the Outer Wilds frequency so I can pick up the Traveler's music. Last night I heard Rybek's banjo coming from Brittle Hollow. I hope that means you're safe. I can hear different planets too. It depends on what time of day or night it is, since different planets are in the sky at different times. Signal scopes are cool. Hello again. There are. My signal scope is set to the Outer Wilds frequency, so I'm listening to the Traveler's music. Last night I heard Rybek's banjo coming from Brittle Hollow. I hope that means you're safe. I can hear different planets too. It depends on— signal scopes are cool.
Outer Wilds Ventures founding members, clockwise from the top left: Hornfels, Gosson, Slate, and Feldspar. Outer Wilds Ventures, Timberheart's first and only space program, was founded to explore the farthest reaches of our solar system. Feldspar was the first Hearthian to be intentionally launched into space. They completed the first orbit around Timberhearth and, later, made the first of what would be many landings on our moon, the Attlerock.
Hey, it's my favorite astronaut. Launch day at last, huh, buddy? It's the translator tool's inaugural flight too. I'm so excited it's making me nauseous. Just think, you'll be able to translate any Nomai text you want anywhere you are. The two of us put a lot of hours into inventing that tool, so don't break it, okay? Oh geez, do not break it. Ugh, ignore me, okay? I'm just nervous. And I'm not even the one going into space. How are you feeling? Good. You've only been waiting for this day since we were hatchlings. I can't wait to see all your training pay off. So what's the dirt? You here to see the new Nomai statue? You haven't heard? Gabbro brought it back with them from Giant's Deep, and Hornfels just finished prepping it for display. This is it right here. Neat, huh? Makes me wish we could see what a real-life Nomai looks like, but I guess this is as close as we'll ever get. Check it out, looks like they had fur. Fur is weird. This is the first fully intact statue ever found, you know? And for how old it is, it's in great shape. Ah, geez, I got a little carried away there. Go on, you have a ship to launch. Take care of your...
This remarkably intact statue was carved by the Nomai, an ancient species who dwelled in our solar system thousands of years ago. The statue provides us with our most detailed look yet at the Nomai, who appear to have been covered with a layer of fur. Note the decorative jewelry that has been carved as part of the antlers. Although their artifacts and structures have been found on almost every planet in this solar system, we still have no idea where this species came from or what happened to them. The radio tower here on Timber Hearth was built to receive transmissions from our deep space satellite, and to this day still houses the first ever photos taken of the entire solar system. These photos were made possible by the deep space satellite's unusual vertical orbit that carries it high above and below the plane of the solar system. Thanks to a recent upgrade, the deep space satellite is now responsible for generating the real-time solar system map used by our newest astronauts. Stars like our sun generate light and heat by fusing hydrogen into helium. As it grows older, the star runs out of hydrogen and starts to contract. As the star's core contracts, it gets hotter, causing the outer layers to expand. The star has become a red giant. When the core is hot enough, it starts to fuse helium into carbon. If a star is massive enough, it will continue to fuse carbon into even heavier elements like iron. Ultimately, the star will collapse under its own gravity and then explode in a violent event called a supernova. Based on Chert's observations, this will one day be the fate of our own sun. This crystal was taken from a Nomai rune on Brittle Hollow. It seems to create a local gravity distortion, and was most likely used to traverse steep surfaces. Try it out. The Nomai technology brought back from space by our astronauts has been a great boon to Outer Wilds ventures, allowing us to modify expedition gear in exciting and useful ways. For example, the Little Scout now boasts a warp retrieval capability that allows astronauts to recall their scouts almost instantly. This has dramatically reduced the number of scouts lost to the depths of space. What you see here are parts of the Nomai skeleton. We can tell from their skulls that they possessed antlers and, quite unusually, only 3 eyes. The Nomai body was most likely adapted for living exclusively on land. The differences in the Nomai anatomy, such as their shockingly fragile bone structure, show us that Hearthians couldn't have descended from Nomaian ancestors. It's not clear where the Nomai originated from, or why they disappeared. We hope to find more clues to this puzzle as we explore our solar system.
There you are. I just finished pre-flight observations and local conditions are good. Time to get our newest astronaut off the ground. And you'll be our first astronaut ever equipped with a Nomai translator tool. I confess I've been giddy all day just thinking about it. We're better equipped than ever to unravel the mysteries of the Nomai. You and Hal should be very proud of your work. Tell me, what's your plan once you're in space? I might have guessed as much. No sense in making a translator tool if you're not going to use it to translate anything. We've barely scratched the surface of the Nomai writing in our solar system, so we still know very little about them. We've no idea if they originated here, or traveled here, or why they disappeared. That tool of yours should prove indispensable in solving the mystery of this ancient species. Well then, looks like all that's left is to send you off. All in all, it's a fine day for a launch. I'm not one for superstition, but isn't that kind of unlucky to say before a launch? At any rate, here are the launch codes. Try not to worry too much. Our ships are every bit as safe as Slate could be persuaded to make them. Best of luck out there. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Hey, so did you get a good look at that Nomai statue? Whoa, the statue was doing what? So its eyes opened, and then you saw images from your own memories and glowing lights flying around? You mean like a hallucination? Listen, no offense, but are you sure you're okay to launch? Like, medically speaking? I mean, if you're saying it happened, then I guess maybe it did. But why? Hornfels tried everything to get the statue's eyes to open, and nothing like this ever happened to them. I don't think you're going to get any answers from the museum statue, but Gabbro said they were going back to Giant's Deep. Dunno which island they're on, though. Maybe they'd be able to tell you more? On the other hand, Gabbro's, Gabbro. So maybe you'd be better off searching for more info on your own. Geez, now I'm really jealous you're going into space. Hey, see if you can use our translator tool to find out more about the statue, okay? Good luck and safe flying.
Hello, astronaut. Are you going into space today? Are you going into space and never coming back like Feldspar did? But Hornfels says no one knows what happened to Feldspar. Hornfels says they got lost in space. And you are not as good as Feldspar, so you should really be careful not to get lost.
Looks like you're ready for takeoff. The excitement of a launch is fun and all, but I can't wait to get back to working on the new ship. We'll work. Sorry. Looks like you're ready for takeoff. The excitement of a launch is fun and all, but I can't wait to get back to working on the new ship. We're working on fixing the sorry. Oh, hold up. You're gonna want to get the launch codes from the observatory first. No? You have a bad dream or something? I won't ask how you got the codes, so hurry up and launch before Hornfels decides to ground you for medical reasons. I want to see whether the new cockpit stays attached during liftoff.
Eska's signal scope log. Day 48. Still not picking up Rybek's banjo from Brittle Hollow. I'm sure they're fine, but I'll feel better once I can hear their music. Day 51. Listen to Chirk play for a while today. Unrelated, someone should tell Porphy and Gosson their flirting is not subtle from an aerial perspective. Day 55. Banjo music coming in loud and clear today. Sounds like Rybek's doing okay. That oaf, I was worried. Day 63. Today I thought I heard something strange. I don't know, it was probably nothing. Day 70. No, it's back again today, too. Something strange is coming from Timberhearth. Day 76. Okay, I know this is crazy, but the sound from Timberhearth sounds exactly like Feldspar's harmonica. But Feldspar disappeared in space ages ago. It can't be them. Day 88. It's still here. This is creepy. Maybe my signal scope is broken? I better go talk to Nace. Oh, hey, it's you. Ground Control didn't tell me you were launching. Long time no see. Actually, I guess it's been a long time since I've seen anyone. The lunar outpost saw more traffic back when our ships were less sophisticated and needed more frequent repairs. Nowadays, it's mostly used to keep a set of eyes on things. Sometimes Jerk comes by to say hi, but Gabbro's Gabbro, and you know how Ryback feels about unnecessary spaceflight. Don't go. Anything else you wanted to ask? A little. I'm in touch with Ground Control, Winfield and Gossett mostly, and they radio up the chat now and then. And when Ground Control forgets I'm up here, and they usually do, I launch my little scat at the village. I don't blame them. For one, I don't check in as often as the other travelers, since I'm always in one place. And it's not so bad up here, really. At least it's peaceful and quiet. You don't always get that in our solar system, let alone in our village. Don't go. Anything else you wanted to ask? A little. I'm in touch with them. And when Ground Control forgets I'm up here, and you... What? No, it's not spying. It's one-way communication that none of the villagers know about, because I've never told them. Don't go. Anything else you wanted to ask? Probably. Or actually, definitely. The other travelers carry instruments, so they don't bother whistling. You can pick up their music with the signal scope, you know. Best spot for that is the North Pole. Great reception. The North Pole was marked in red on your mini-map, but the outer rock is a pretty small moon, really. Just go north. You can't miss it. Don't go. Anything else you wanted to ask? Ha ha. Very funny. Oh, stars above, you're serious, aren't you? That's just depressing. Welcome to the Lunar Outpost, which apparently the space program doesn't bother to teach anyone anymore. When we first started Outer Wilds, travelers used to bring their ships here all the time for repairs. Our spacefaring technology has improved loads since then, but the older ships tended to fall apart a lot, like more than they do now. Using the outpost cut down on the number of launchings and landings taking place in the village, and also the number of fires. Nowadays, though, it's mostly just me up here raising saplings from timber hearth and keeping an eye on things. Don't go. Anything else you wanted to ask?
I was upstairs testing the eye signal locator, and it can hear and follow the signals from the sun, Giant's Deep, and Brittle Hollow. However, something strange is happening when I ask the eye signal locator. Something strange is happening when I ask the eye signal locator to follow the eye signal. The device's indicator rotates wildly and never points to just one direction.
This is a curious result. It's possible the AI has stopped calling out its signal.
However, something strange is... I was upstairs testing the eye signal locator, and it can hear and follow the signals from the sun, Giant's Deep, and Brittle Hollow. However, something strange is... However, something strange is happening when I ask the eye signal locator to follow the eye signal. The device's indicator rotates wildly and never points to just one direction.
I see. I most likely calibrated the locator incorrectly. Privet, my apprentice, and I will make adjustments and try again. An update. Disappointingly, everything is correctly calibrated after all.
It saddens me to posit this, my friends, but I believe this locator cannot detect the eye's signal. We would need to build a more sensitive device if we want to locate. It saddens me to posit this, my friends, but I believe this locator cannot detect the eye's signal. We would need to build a more sensitive device if we want to locate the eye of the universe.
Then we will build it. Don't lose hope, Kazava. Our search for the eye is what brought our clan to this place. We won't give up so easily.
Wow. I've seen this ruin in other travelers' pictures, but seeing it for myself... It's really old, isn't it? But wow, this is the coolest day of my life. Okay, time for some official notes. So this is some kind of Nomai locator. It can point out to different planets, which is incredibly cool, by the way. But from what little I can understand of the writing here, I think it was built to try to find something specific? I'm not sure. I was also able to translate something about the South Pole of Brittle Hollow, so I'll fly there to see if I can learn more. Yep, just gotta get back in the old ship and take off. Totally safe. Mostly safe. Oh, stars above.
Where should this new, more sophisticated locator be built? It may need to be larger than this eye signal locator is.
Anona and those of us originally stranded on Ember Twin built a quantum moon. Anona.
The Southern Glacier on Brittle Hollow. The Southern Glacier on Brittle Hollow has ample available space. I could construct a new building to house this proposed locator.
Yes, let's build there. I imagine our young friend Kanoi would enjoy that immensely. He's always held a great interest in the eye, especially for a child born so long after the crash.
I will begin construction on Brittle Hollow's South Pole immediately, then.
Anona and those of us originally stranded on Ember Twin built a quantum moon locator there, but the heat of the sun made its construction challenging. I wouldn't recommend building on that planet.
The journey here from the South Pole has been, I'm gonna go with harrowing because of the, all of the meteors. But hey, at least I made it here unconcussed and not on fire. Okay, let's see. I poked around a little, and there's some sort of old Nomite path that starts across from my campsite, inside the ruined building with trees growing out of it. Doesn't look like anything horrible, just stairs leading down. I can handle stairs. After I get my supplies together, I'll follow the path and see where it leads.
The trees are moving! The trees in this grove appear to wander freely. The entire plant, roots and all. This is not normal, even for this alien planet. And I never see them move. Is that even possible? If anyone else witnesses this disturbing behavior, I implore you, record your observations here. Either these trees are aberrant, or my brain must be. Alarmingly, it isn't only... Alarmingly, it isn't only the trees. There's other matter in this area, such as that unusual shard of rock. Alarmingly, it isn't only the trees. There's other matter in this area, such as that unusual shard of rock moving in the same eerie way.
That rock is unusual for another reason too, Thatch. That rock is unusual for another reason too, Thatch. It possesses color and texture I've never seen elsewhere on this planet. Hypothesis. This rock shard's presence is significant. We should study it. Could it be what is causing other nearby objects to also move about this area? That rock is...
Bloom is right. The trees do move. I confess, I didn't notice until I read his notes.
Beneath your feet lies the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. If you are preparing to make your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, descend the steps to the entrance below. The knowledge held within will help you on your journey.
Bloom, Felix and I have determined this atypical shard of rock is the reason objects in this grove are behaving in a quantum manner.
Of note, a unique signal is coming from this shard. Curiously, our friend the Wandering Moon sounds the same.
The only other object we've observed displaying this quantum behavior is the Wandering Moon. I imagine the moon's behavior and this groves are related. In her note from earlier, Felix mentions this strange type of rock isn't found anywhere else on Brittle Hollow. What if it isn't originally from this planet? Hypothesis. This quantum shard is from the wandering quantum moon. Perhaps it is even a small piece of the moon itself.
Of note. I've also heard the same signal this shard produces, calling out from Giant's Deep, Timber Hearth, and the Hourglass Twins. Suppose there are other shards like this one. I've also heard the same signal this shard produces. I've also heard the same signal this shard produces. I've also heard the same.
To our friends at Brittle Hollow. I just warped here from the White Hole Station, on the other side of Brittle Hollow's black hole. Our design worked! We've successfully recreated warp travel!
This is wonderful news. I can't wait to see the warp tower, although it's been a long time since I've jumped through a black hole.
To our friends at Brittle...
I don't know how close it is to Anona's original design, but as long as what we've built works, then I'm delighted. I knew we could do it. Cassava, I hope you're reading this. Wait. This can't be correct. Clary, have you seen these readings? If they were accurate, they would violate causality. I'm returning to the White Hole Station. If you and Root meet me there, we can run a full diagnostic and hopefully locate the problem. Don't tell Cassava.
Has anyone observed the phantom moon that sometimes greets us in the night sky? Your thoughts interest me.
I'm interested in your playful mood. Is it much like its violent friend, Hollow's lantern?
This moon isn't volcanic, to my unaided eyes. Sometimes it leaves its friend, Hollow's lantern, for nights at a time.
Imagine if there were 2 volcanic moons. Then I'd imagine there'd be none of us left.
Hypothesis. There can exist too much lava.
I'd strongly prefer we test the null hypothesis.
This moon isn't volcanic, to my unaided eyes.
The nights the moon circles this planet appear random. It seems to travel as it likes. I compliment your eyes. How do you imagine it disappears? Hypothesis. Could it be a shift in the light spectrum? Suppose this moon is too shy to show us its face.
hatchling. Thought you had taken that tin can of yours into space. Me? I saw something crash over the horizon, and didn't like what I was seeing in the pictures my little scout was sending back. I don't know what it is exactly. Looks like some kind of plant seed, but it's not anything I've seen on Timber Hearth before. You think it's extraterrestrial? Kinda looks like something that might have come off Dark Bramble. Whatever, I don't like the look of this thing, hatchling, and that's a fact. I think I'll set Marl and Hal loose on it. But I'll have to get a look at what's inside the seed first, though. Don't want to set anybody hacking up a potentially dangerous plant without a better idea of what's lurking inside there. Tuff can help me haul the old scout launcher over here. Obviously the opening is too small for someone to fit inside. And anyway, I'm not gonna blindly stick my hands into anything that looks as unpleasant as that seed does. That's a good way to lose an orb or two.
Hey, I was just about to come find you. Look, you've gotta see this. The Nomai statue's eyes are open. They, used to be closed. Probably should have started with that. We're not sure why they opened, since no one actually saw it happen, but this is huge news. Should someone tell Gabbro? Or maybe Rybeck? Oh, Star.
Hey, look at this! The statue opened its eyes! Bet you wish you'd seen that happen, huh? Me too. I'm not even a little... Was this some...
Feldspar has been lost.
Was this something you needed? Take...
There's our pilot. Ready to get there. What can I do you for? Oh yeah, it's a death trap, but a really powerful death trap. What, you suddenly care about safety now? There's our pilot. Ready to get there. What can I do you for? And you're lucky I don't have you grounded for medical reasons, because I have no idea what you're talking about. There's our pilot. Ready? Hey, what can I do you for? Oh yeah. There's our pilot. Hey. Oh yeah, it's a death trap.
Bye.